Everybody thinks he's the king. But y'all must have forgot. There is one man who has gone through so much. The stuff that this Kong goes through in this movie would make the current modern day superhero Kong crap himself to death. And I'm going to systematically break down and compare the two on a toughness level, a moral character level, and an overall badassery aura level as well. And you will see what I see, that King Kong 2005 makes this dude look like a wimp. I got nothing against Kong, modern day Kong. He's a Chad, look at him, he reminds me of Kratos from God of War in this shot. But there's just a different level of badassery that comes with 2005's Kong. I believe that 2005 Kong makes the current Kong look like a bitch. Okay? Now, if you remember anything about 2005 Kong, that movie was ahead of its time, essentially. It's a bit long. It's like 3 movies in one. The Journey to the Island is one movie, the island stuff is another movie, and then the whole Kong and New York stuff is its own movie. It's a trilogy packed into one movie, but for a movie that's trying to do all that, it does it quite well. If you really look back on it, a stacked cast, effects that hold up today. This was Avatar before Avatar came out. No movie in 2005 should still be looking this good. All right, but here we go. We got to compare these two. The Chads, the alphas of their own domain. They both have their own Skull Islands. Well, Kong, the new Kong has Hollow Earth now too. Fancy little Skull Island, basically. And they're the alphas of their domain. How do they stack up against each other? Well, modern day Kong is worshipped as a god by his tribe. A tribe of peace-loving people who will invite you to the home, have a family barbecue where the whole neighborhood's invited, all that shit. But 2005 Kong. 2005's Kong's tribe is literally terrifying. I remember as a kid, I was in theaters watching this, shitting myself, and all the adults were even terrified and scared of this stuff. They took poles, staffed like sticks, and hurled themselves across the ocean to kidnap this hot blonde just so they can sacrifice it to an ape. That's how crazy these people are. The girl, y'all remember that little girl? Jack Black is a literal idiot trying to give her a piece of chocolate, acting like she's not gonna bite him the first chance she gets. This is scary stuff. This is the stuff out of a horror movie right here when they arrive. This is the kind of tribe that is worshipping 2005's Kong. These people are hardcore, so that shows you how much more hardcore Kong is. And they sacrifice a baddie to him. They go crazy over here. They build shrines, not like the shrines you see in Kong 2017. No, these are freaking mausoleums. Now let's talk about the taste in who these apes like to hang out with. We got the modern Kong. He likes Brie Larson. Before people started hating her, before Captain Marvel days. Good-looking woman. I can't discredit him here. Good taste in women. But as Kong grows up, the people he hangs out with get younger. Modern Kong likes playing around with little girls who are deaf. Not a good look, my friend. Get Diddy Kong out of here, please. And let's bring back Chad Kong, who rizzes up blonde baddies, Naomi Watts in the prime type shit. Look at this woman. Look at her! Meanwhile, Kong 2017 is like, oh, let me play with a little girl on a ship. Ooh, this is some... What is this? What is this shit? We need this. He stole Naomi Watts away from Adrian Brody. If your Kong is doing that, he's a different level of Chad altogether. Now, we have to compare their domains. The Skull Islands. 2017 Kong Skull Island is not a walk in the park. I would not want to travel there, personally. It's got a lot of crazy shit. It's got the skull crawlers. They don't fuck around. They're like snakes and velociraptors put together in one. They're huge. You got these creepy large spiders. You got these creepy birds that can kill you and peck at your skin. But King Kong in 2005, not only is the Skull Island vastly larger than Kong 2017. Kong 2017 Skull Island is like a series of small islands connected. This is like a huge Jurassic land mass. That's what this Skull Island is. The T-Rexes are not even the scariest part of this island, y'all. But he's got to deal with them. And we're going to talk about those T-Rexes too. He's got to deal with it. Oh, hell no. These slugs, y'all remember that scene when they start getting fucking overtaken by these insects? You got all these critters coming at you up your ass. You got Komodo dragons that are massive. You got centipedes that are trying to infiltrate your mouth. Every single animal in here is a pervert, by the way. You got This is the deleted scene. A sea serpent, a half megalodon, half piranha looking mofo coming at you and eating people. This is what Kong has to deal with on a daily basis. What's 27 King Kong has to deal with a fucking octopus? An octopus! Really? This ain't no kraken. And keep in mind, this dude is small. 2005 Kong is small. Kong from 2017, and even when he starts to grow more and more, he's the biggest thing on the island. I mean, I know there's that one big skull crawler, but Kong will grow and outgrow everything. When he's in the island, he seems bigger than everything else. But my guy over here is just a normal ape. He's a speck of dust compared to the island he's on. And he's got to deal with all this shit. This guy might be the apex of the apex on this island, but he's not like oversized for this. Let's talk about who the better fighter is. Pound for pound, who is the better fighter? No. Kong has had to deal with a lot. Modern Kong, he's fought Godzilla. He's fought Godzilla. There's no way in hell he should be fighting an entity like Godzilla. Okay, ever. He beat the Skullcrawler's ass. He fights a lot of tough competition. I'm gonna give him credit where credit's owed. But the T-Rexes in King Kong 2005 are perverts. They're molesters. There's not a single being that Modern Kong has taken on that's as creepy as these people. This T-Rex is right underneath Noami's ass, sniffing it. He's waiting in this scene, and I don't listen. It's Noami and Watts. I don't blame you for wanting to get a sniff, but he's right behind her, and he's waiting for her to turn around so he can smile and show her that he's not only jerking to her, but he's about to eat her. This is a molester of the highest order, and Kong has to take on 3 of them. Not 1, 3. These are faster T-Rexes than the ones you see in Jurassic Park, and one of them attacks him from behind like a snake. And, oh my god. This isn't like Kong is getting help from humans, it's not like Kong is about to die by a Skullcrawler and humans are shooting flares into its eyes and using a fucking machine gun at it to distract it. No. Our boy King Kong does not have that privilege. I'm sorry. I can't believe, by the way, Hollywood gaslit us into thinking this dude could fight Godzilla. There's no way you're taking on Godzilla in a fight. But Kong in 2005 had to take on 3 T-Rexes simultaneously while holding Noami Watts and keeping her safe, throwing her between one hand to one foot, to one hand to one foot, while he's battling all these mofos and they're falling down from cliff to cliff to cliff. This fight scene is better than anything I've seen in the Monsterverse. I'm just going to be completely real with you. This is fucking insane what Kong was able to do. His fighting style is brutal, and he's not like equipped with a cosmic axe, or some shit. He's not privileged. He's got a woman in his hand, and he's using one arm to grab these T-Rexes that are bigger and heavier than him and ragdoll them around. Now, Kong, he's got some nice finishers. Modern Kong, the Skullcrawler tried to eat Brie Larson. He took that tongue and ripped it out. Awesome. But 2005 Kong doesn't give a fuck. He'll bite the tongue out. This dude took a T-Rex's jaws, bit the tongue out. Animal. He plays dirty, y'all. And then he rips the jaw out and breaks the jaw into the mouth. Like, oh, God. This dude's Bane. If Modern Kong is, that's how I would put it. Modern Kong is Hawkeye. This Kong is the Punisher. That's what it is, all right? Now, we're going to talk about how assisted Kong. People give shit to LeBron about having super teams. You can never mention Kong to me again. This dude has a tooth infection, a little toothache, and the humans are going to come with technology and all this shit to replace it. They give him an infinity gauntlet. An infinity gauntlet. On top of having a cosmic axe, he has an infinity gauntlet, and he has a little monkey, a pet to help him out. He beat the shit out of this dude too. He slapped the hell out of this kid, and this kid's still helping him. Meanwhile, my boy Kong, he's getting chloroform thrown at him by humans. He doesn't have humans to help him. He's getting chloroform thrown at him by humans while the chick he loves watches. He's getting put on display in chains in front of all the humans to watch so they can laugh at him, for God's sakes. He gets shot off the Empire State Building by these fucking airplanes, for God's sakes. And he has the worst death of all time. This Noami Watts is ready to give it up at this point, right? She loves Kong now. She's like, I'm Kong, my baby, I will fuck you. And Kong's like, dying. The last thing he sees is him falling while the baddie he was trying to riz up is there watching him die. That's his end. Everything is against Kong. Everything is against this man. This guy goes through hell in 2005. Meanwhile, this Kong is privileged as fuck. This guy's got Shimu, one of the most powerful ice titans on his side, for God's sakes. A cosmic axe. Godzilla and him are boys. Kong has everything, and the humans love him on top of that. Now, in a fight, we all know Modern Kong is way too big, way too strong for... This isn't even showing you the true size disparity between them. 2005 Kong is just a little ape compared to him, right? But if you give him the same pound for pound here, same size, same strength, you make it even. Let's say Dana White signs a contract between them two. One has to cut and one has to bulk up a bit, and they meet at the same weight. They do the weigh-ins. They both weigh like fucktillion pounds or some shit. I don't know. And then they go to the octagon and fight. I'm telling you this right now. Even Stevens, 2005 Kong beats his ass. He's Bane. He's brutal. He plays dirty. This dude this modern Kong got assisted by everybody. What happens when no one's there to protect him? He's getting his ass beat badly by the real king. Now, I will say this. The only thing that makes modern Kong cooler and have more aura is the fact that he wielded a Green Lantern ring. In the Godzilla Kong versus Justice League comic, he wielded a great goddamn Green Lantern ring. So to be fair to him, 2005 Kong is dead. He can't even do that if he wanted to. This guy did it. He was worthy of a ring. So we got to give him that. Okay? But who is really the most Chad ape out of all these? Is it Kong, 2005? No. The most Chad ape in cinema history is apes together, strong. Caesar. It always will be Caesar. That's just how it goes, y'all. So, I'm tired of people hyping modern Kong up to death. All right, he can never take on Godzilla in a real fight. I don't care what Hollywood tries to push on us. That's never going to happen. And he's nowhere near as tough or as durable as King Kong 2005. He's more durable by the fact that he's plot armor left and right for him, and he's just enhanced and big. But without that, he's nothing. King Kong 2005 beats his ass in a fair fight, and he's more tough, and he's a better character, and King Kong 2005 is a great movie, okay? Watch it all. If you want to know my thoughts on the 2008 Hulk and why that makes the current MCU version of Hulk look like a wimp, an absolute wimp, watch this video here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. If you want to suggest video topics to me and discuss your favorite movies and your favorite film theories with like-minded fans in a community geared towards changing storytelling itself, join my free Discord right now. The link is in the description and probably in the comment section too. Join it. We're changing the game one Coke line at a time. See you on the other side.